Can you put this doll? You did. What is that? I found it somewhere.
It's a little dude with a spot on his.
On this what?
Well, it's kind of around his waistline there.
Okay. Weird. Okay. It's kind of a good intro to the questions we've been asking, I'll tell you.
It was like he spilled, I don't know, he spilled something in his lap when he was, anyway.
Okay. Papa, I was really wanting to be on camera because the Zoid be.
Yeah, and they deserve to see you because they're pretty great and you're amazing, so.
They sure
they
are.
Get to see you,
I don't know if they're gonna like this discussion we're having, but because it's the question of morality, and I could fucking do without it, Papa.
The question or the morality?
All of it. I've been living with you here, two-legged humans, my whole damn fucking life. But before you kids, I just run around in the wild. Being wild and free.
And then now you're like Tarzan, because then people came along and they got their damn dirty paws on you, as it were.
Well, they sure did, and they told me about morality.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the perverts who watch our show are gonna dislike this question of morality unless we land on there is no morality, right, Papa? Which is where a whole lot of fucking people land. But not my grandma. Wait, bye-bye. No, I believe in morality. I believe that if everyone says it's all shades of gray, even if you're not an artist, you know where shades of gray come from, right?
Black and white?
Exactly, Papa. I was about to say it myself. So without shades of gray, I mean, how can you have any shades of gray unless you have a little black and a little white, right, Papa? That's what makes all the shades of gray. Every shade of gray, speaking of which, that's what we had for a solar eclipse yesterday. A total eclipse of the sun was shades of gray all for us. We didn't see no sun, we didn't see no fucking moon. But there was black and white out there, wasn't there, Papa? The white was the sun, we'll call it white, and the black was the moon. A whole lot of fucking people saw that shades of black and white. They're not shades.
So,
God, I don't know what happened where I started twitching my nose and stuff. I don't know if it happened when I got the Tom Fords or just when I started wearing sunglasses a lot or just because I'm asking questions of morality or... Because once you start asking, we were talking about Moses. We already talked about Moses, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a big follower of Moses. I don't even know why I even ask the questions that are based in the Bible. I'm a dang Buddhist. But the Buddhism I follow has profound questions of morality. It's not like those other ones where you just sit and stare at the wall and don't ask questions of morality. I don't know what they do. I asked them questions once and they didn't tell me any answers.
Not staring at the
So I
wall.
quit going to that.
You know, and then you're like, whoa, I better go stare at the wall. So
they didn't punish me for having questions like they did in the Christian.
No,
Church.
We were just talking about questions.
But in the Nichiren Buddhist
it's good to question. It's not always comfortable to question.
Sect of Buddhism, I was encouraged actually to ask
have you
questions.
ever asked yourself? We were just
I was
asking
like, hey, I
ourselves,
like this
what would it be like to
religion.
live in a life
They like you to ask questions.
where you couldn't ask any questions? And we decided, I think we agree that that's no kind of life at all. That's no kind of life at all.
It's a terrible life if you can't ask moral questions.
It's not even a life.
I don't know about other questions,
Not even a life.
but moral questions we have to ask. moral questions.
I mean,
for me, that was
we're
what I
not
was
here
talking
to
about.
ask the moral questions. Then
Sweaty.
what are we here to do? You know.
My armpit's sweaty.
I mean, besides, enjoy, celebrate, be good to one another, which is, more. That's
seems
moral. That's moral
to
be
me.
Good
I mean,
to
yeah,
one
good,
another.
good.
It's not be
It's
bad
like
to
there's
one another,
morals
it's be good
to
one
it.
another.
Like one of the questions we had that doesn't really affect us because we're immoral, I guess, is that, I mean, I really love hot dogs.
Yeah.
There's a hot dog place up here that we should go to, but I don't really, like, if I'm going to eat out, I usually don't go out and eat a hot dog. I make hot dogs at home, or I drive through it. Like,
Sure.
Was it Wendy's
you
that
don't
has
think
hot
of it. I don't
dogs,
know
or
if
what
you're in
is
New
it?
York
Sonic?
or something, and there's hot dog stands everywhere. Yeah, sure.
Right,
You get
maybe.
hot dogs.
I don't know.
You get hot dogs.
I don't know. I mean, but I'm saying
here,
if I'm
no,
going to go
no.
spend money, it's usually on something like
Right.
a burrito or cheese enchiladas or.
Unless maybe if you're at the gas station, maybe you get.
Oh
hot
hell
dog.
yeah!
But
You
maybe,
see those hot dogs
Maybe
in,
that's. I mean,
in
you're
that
more likely to
rotisserie?
get the hot dog at the gas station.
You're drooling. It's like they're But I heard, and I'm not Catholic and never was, but I've been around a lot of Catholics. I mean, I worked in a Catholic monastery for 2 years, but I don't know if I ever said that. I don't know if I ever told them, Have I ever said that on film? That I worked at a Catholic monastery for 2 years?
I don't know for sure if you have.
And I wasn't Catholic. I was Buddhist. I was the only one there who wasn't a Catholic.
I knew this about her,
you knew.
but I know a lot of things about her that you don't.
But I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't really eat there. Like, they had a cafeteria, cafeteria, proper, but like a kitchen where they serve food. Much nicer than a cafeteria. And then my boss, who wasn't really fond of me because he lost his help that he really loved, and then along came me, but he hired me, and put out is she okay?
What you whinnying for?
Is that Sunny?
I think that's Dobby.
I just want down sometimes. I don't want to always be in the window, and my little
you have to
sister
hide
is
out up there
I have to
'cause-
hide from her because she's being immoral.
Baby girl is down there. You can't see her because she's too low. And if I move the camera, then we'll have to.
Yeah,
Just trust us. There's a little furry monster, and Dobby's like up on the. What's a parapet?
Oh, we'll call it a parapet.
Dobby's up on the parapet trying to stay away from the furry monster. And she's doing it, but it gets old.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, baby girl, come here. Show yourself. Show yourself, furry monster. Come here. Do you see that? See, it poked its head up.
Yeah,
like some demon rising up out of the abyss. Yeah. Huh.
But really, if you watch our show,
Baby.
it does bring up questions of morality, like that one guy saying that it was immoral of us to have, well, it was me, I was the only one on camera, but to be living with my dogs and having them be homeless because I was a junkie, that he said I was a junkie. And I was like, well, thank you for I encouraged him to ask those questions of morality. I said, thank you for asking. We're grateful that our videos have encouraged you or prompted you. I can't remember the actual words, but
Sure.
have prompted you to ask questions of morality about the rampant issue of homelessness. That's what I.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
variation of what I said, and it does it make you ask the question, well, is it right? And then Luna came on later and said, it's not right for dogs or people to be living homeless for any reason.
Yeah.
But then there's all sorts of people living homeless for all sorts of reasons.
Yeah, and some of them may want to be for whatever reason. Some of them
People
may
say
not
that.
want to
Who
be.
wants to be
Some of them-
homeless?
I'm
I don't get
acknowledging.
it.
I'm
They're
acknowledging that
dying
some
on
of them may have
whatever.
actually.
I don't. Some people say that.
yeah,
I don't
but-
understand. I
But
don't
what
believe it.
I'm adding to that with
Who?
assuredly,
I have
what
never
I'm-
come up against somebody who
is
said,
that there
I
are
want to be
lots
homeless.
of people that are homeless that don't want to be homeless, and that matters more than whether or not anybody
Well,
wants
I
to.
don't think anybody wants to be homeless. That's an absurd
Well, that's true. I mean,
thing. I don't get it.
okay,
but maybe,
I could say this.
I don't know. Maybe on the beach in California, but not in the fucking cold mountains.
Yeah. Given the choice,
they may have
everybody's circumstances.
I'd
are
rather
different.
be homeless than deal with the system.
Okay,
that's not. I want to be homeless.
I'd rather be homeless than have a job.
And that's not the same as I want to be homeless.
No, you don't want to be homeless. Would you rather not have a job and live in a nice place? Yeah. Who wouldn't rather that?
Right, I'd rather.
I think that's my baby's point. Is that come on, if it comes down to preference, why not just have it all? No job, nice place to live, sweet car.
That's my point.
Nice.
My point is saying that I don't think there's anybody who wants to be homeless. There's just nobody wants to be homeless.
Yeah.
There's people who
don't
want to deal with the system
wander and
will be homeless in exchange.
Like wherever they lay their hat.
Dobby. What is she doing?
She just wants out. She just wants out. She doesn't care.
I don't know. Are you hot, Dobby? I just want to get out and go for coffee.
Out.
Well, I can't park in there because it's too tight. So I'm maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going to find out that there's all sorts of people in the world who say, no, I really love being homeless.
What about the Aborigines? I don't know. I mean,
but are they homeless?
Well, I don't know. They seem to find home in one another and in the great sheltering.
But I don't know how Aborigines live. I'm talking about people who live in a city, like Santa Fe or
and I agree.
Wherever.
I do agree.
Or Chicago. Let's say Chicago. Are there people who say, I am really, 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 really glad to be homeless?
That's not.
I really wanted to be homeless, and I got my dream come true.
It's different. No, okay, and when you put it that way, baby, by definition, nobody wants to be homeless. Nobody does. Nobody does.
I don't think so.
It's a fact. There it is.
You can't park here because it's such a tight parking.
Yeah.
Space. You just can't turn into the parking space. Shit. Well, maybe we're not supposed to park here. I'm going to go down the other way to the canyon.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, we can walk back if we want. Why am I going in circles trying to park in this parking space when there's other parking space? Well, anyway, that's that. People go, no, I know my cousin really wanted to be homeless. Say, okay, sorry, I'm wrong then. They really want to be homeless.
Even Jesus, when he went and wandered in the
there's
desert
an example
for like
of somebody
40 days.
Who wanted,
but what did he do? What did he do when after
he
was done wandering? What did he do? He went home, right? Right?
I don't know about that about Jesus.
He must have, otherwise they would have said
the Buddha
he went out wandering and he never
live,
came back, right?
He
must have come back. There had to be an end to the wandering, so that was, temporary homelessness. But the point is,
he came up with a good example.
Yeah, but he went home afterwards. He wasn't supposed to wander
forever. Well, it doesn't mean that they won't go home later.
Establish a home. If
I think you just answered the question that I didn't have because I had the answer. Nobody wants to be homeless.
And I'm not even saying Jesus wanted to go wander out in the desert. Apparently he did a lot of things that he didn't really want to do.
I'm not sure he wanted to be crucified.
Yeah, exactly. I think he kind of asked to maybe
pass this cup from me.
Exactly.
And it's like if you, I'm gonna be honest. Every time I ever asked God to pass this cup from me, He landed that cup right in the middle of my damn lap. Has that ever happened to you?
Well,
Have you ever prayed, God, please pass this cup from me? Literally those words.
I don't know if I've literally prayed those words.
I have, and then God put it right back on me.
I've prayed similar things,
So I don't know. I think that's not very effective prayer. Is what I'm learned from that. Is like, don't ask, please pass this cup from me, because the guy
who already gave you the cup.
Well, the guy who did that asked that first question, will you please pass that cup from me? Ended up being told no.
Right.
So you're not going to believe you're going to be told yes after Jesus got told no. And he was the son of, according to that belief system, the Son of God. And I'm not saying he wasn't the Son of God, and I'm not saying he was. So for people who are, stuck on whether or not God was God, I mean, God was the Son of God.
Son of God. Like that sounds. It sounds like a movie sequel.
Sounds like a metal band.
First you have God, but you have Son of God. It'd be cool.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd
metal
be the
band.
second
That'd
one?
be a cool metal band. Yeah.
I like that. Kind of like Wrath, like Khan and Wrathacon.
Kind of like
Khan
that.
and Wrathacon. Only God, Son of God.
Yeah.
And, well, they already did that movie. They did the Old Testament and then probably did the New Testament.
Yeah.
With Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one. I figured people dying in the dang theater, I should probably stay out of there. I'm kind of sensitive.
Yeah, it might be a little much, I think. I don't know. I mean, I never actually watched it either. So.
Jim Caviezel, was he Jesus in that one?
Yeah, and
he was Jesus in Thin Red Line too.
In fact, if there are, actual
he was
facts
great in that one.
In the world, I heard that Jim Caviezel, when they were doing the big scene,
we
you
know
can imagine which one that is. That he was on the set, and the set, of course, was the top of a big mountain hill.
He's a Christian, big time Christian.
And he got struck by lightning when he was up there on the cross playing Jesus. It's a true story. If you look it up, I mean,
dang,
true story.
Does that mean he was struck by lightning because he was doing right, or
you'd have to wonder, right? Where would you land
I'd
on
be
that,
like, dang, get me down.
It's
from
pretty
here.
special to get struck by lightning. It means, hey, God's paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a random event, which is also possible, but
I don't think anything's random, but they said on this thing on Facebook that if you're a narcissist, you believe that things that happen are personal to you.
Right. And that's only if you're a narcissist? Really?
Yeah.
Other people
who are
I'm just acknowledging that we're both narcissists.
Other people who aren't narcissists don't think if they get struck by lightning that means something?
I would. There was a Northern Exposure episode where the boy that helped out in the bar or something.
You mean the Indian guy?
Yeah, he got struck
with
by
the leather
lightning.
coat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he asked a lot of
windy?
moral questions.
Yeah.
The whole thing was moral questions after that.
Wait,
wow.
Does she have her thing
yeah,
on?
She's got it. She got it.
Damn, this dog.
Yeah, this dog is insane.
She's about to be trained. Meaning, literally, I'm about to.
Like
pay
right
for her
now?
To get trained.
Oh, okay. I thought you're gonna go train her right now. That'd be cool. Jesus could train a dog with the wave of a hand, man.
Well, yeah. And I'd like to be like that, but I get it's too personal.
He could.
He could be impersonal to the dog.
Yeah,
he
probably would
and
be
just
pretty
say
impersonal.
But he had a way to detach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what the non-narcissists do. They are a little more detached than the narcissists. I don't know.
Oh, I haven't figured them out yet.
We've asked a lot of questions.
Right.
And I don't think we've come up with any damn answers. Other than it's okay to ask questions.
It's good to ask questions.
Yeah.
Good. It's even
it's
good.
To ask
it's good
questions.
to ask questions.
But what's the fucking point in asking a question if you don't come up with a fucking answer, even if it's just temporary?
You need something to do, maybe? It's like,
no.
Everybody needs something to do.
You need an answer. That's what I'm saying. I asked the question to get a damn
answer.
answer.
The answer ends up being, okay, then you gotta, on to the next question.
I just keep asking questions, and then it's like, well, that's like tilling the soil all day long. They're not planting any seeds.
Until you end up with, the answer is, you're gonna sit right there where you are and just experience like amazing bliss for the rest of eternity.
Let's
and
just
that's
go
the
for
answer.
that. Okay, we're
and
going
there's
for
nothing
that.
else. Just
we don't quit asking questions. No, it's quit.
And then
I
tell you, I'd do the amazing bliss for a while, but then I'd probably be like,
no, I'd do that forever if I can. I just, me too. I really don't. I like work. I like doing work and doing shit. Hell yeah. But that should be blissful too.
Yeah.
But
we're finding bliss.
And then every once in a while it's like, that shit sucks.
And all the strange places. There's bliss. You can find it. Find
That's
the
what I
bliss.
meant.
Find the bliss. That's my new motto. Find the bliss. Find
Yeah,
the bliss.
follow our bliss. Okay, we'll see you guys
Okay.
later. I hope we helped.
Yeah, they blissed out on us.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
they did. All right.